Shalom, shalom, y'all. Hebrews and Shebrews. It's your boy. I told y'all I'd be back because I just had to wait. I knew the reaction was going to be quick because he got cut. And I'm talking about that brother that's been challenging all you Hebrew Israelites about Jeremiah chapter 28, man, and trying to compare it to Deuteronomy 28 and 48. And so, yeah, I see y'all flying in here. So y'all must have synced it, honey. And it was on my Mikael page. I ain't been able to load it to the Hebrews in the Hood. So I heard somebody ask me, where is it at? Or whatever. And somebody had to tell him about it. That's how he saw it. So I'm going to try to get it on there. I just been kind of computer illiterate today. Hands been broke a little bit on doing what I wanted to do. Because, I just got my computer back. I'm trying to figure stuff out. And I just figured out I could go live on this other little computer. So if it looked funny, chippy, or whatever, that's that. It's just I'm working with what I got, y'all. So bear with me. And so I don't know how to, of course I can't. I told y'all I don't know how to screen share. So I'm kind of a disadvantage from him. I seen he was screen sharing. So I'm just gonna try to show you on my phone. See if y'all can see it. If the light not too bright, y'all let me know on my phone. But I'm gonna show y'all, right? And so I'm gonna wait for some more people to pull in here. Matter of fact, go get some of them. Tell Jay, I see he's still live streaming, so I know I got him. Because he over there, you see, he put the title victim number 2, Mikael Yisrael, right? He didn't even know I had that page, and you know it because he spelled my name like that page. When I don't even spell my name like that on the regular. I usually spell it, y'all see, Yisrael, but on that page it's YZRAEL, right? So y'all share this, get some people over here, put it in that Christian and Hebrew apologetic group, put it in that Hebrew Israelite gospel group, put it all in little groups that they get, right? Dang, now my battery want to go dead on this one. This is crazy. So let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Just everything, I don't know. They must put some devil voodoo on me or something. But give me a sec, y'all. Pile up. I'm just gonna get the charger. About to plug it in here. We about to have some fun for about a good 20 minutes. I'm finna show y'all something else that I didn't even put on that one. If y'all thought that made him look bad. So hold up 1 second, y'all. I see he's still over there live, and I know another one of them, all of them live over there now, because I cut them. So you know when you cut somebody, right? When all of them going live, they digging up their ancestors. So hold up, I'll be right back. All right. Where is... All right, y'all up in here. All right, so look, right? Make sure everybody up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who all up in here. Get this together real quick. All right, so look, right? Let me get this. Who is this popping up? That's Ozza face. What is Ozza doing? Like, why is people stuff popping up? Shalom, bro. What up, bro? Let me see who all in here. Shalom, Angela. Peace, Sister Jasmine. What up, Shalom? Sister Sabrina. DeMonte, I can see that. I can't move the live stream for some reason. I don't know. I'm just having difficulties. See, they must have they sent one of their little Catholic curses on me or something. I don't know. But look, right? So, Okay, yeah, y'all in here swole. Nah, cool. That's what I'm talking about. So look, right, if y'all ain't synced it, I finally made my little challenge that the brother Jay, y'all know Jay the producer. And for those of y'all that don't know who that is, and I got to give a shout out to my one Israelite brother. I ain't gonna say his name, but I think he just popped in here. He inboxed me days ago and said, "Man, bro, why do you even respond to them anymore?" That's what he said, and I had to respect how he said it. He was being respectful. He said, "Man, I ask you a question," and he was like, "Man, ever since you went on that dude G-Con show and they cut you off for vocab," he was like, "I lost all respect for him. I ain't expect you to really respond to them no more as far as you know, personally, you know, using one's name. Now, if I'd have just said the group or the organization, that'd be one thing. And you know what? I took what you said, bro. You know, I took what you said. I understand what you're saying. So that's why I say after this, I'm pretty much through. I just hate that I wasn't able to really like do it the way I wanted to do it. But that video just counseled that little brother out, Brother Jay. Like, nobody should ever take him serious. So I'm letting y'all know, I know a lot of y'all that subscribe to my Hebrews in the Hood channel, right? But I want y'all to go to my Mikael Yisrael channel. And it's spelled Mikael. Y'all know how I spell my name. Hold up, y'all. Here go this loud train. Y'all know how it's spelled Mikael, but it's Yisrael. So it's Y, I think, Yizrael. You know what I'm saying? Like hyphen, apostrophe, EL, whatever. So y'all go pull up my channel, and I want y'all to check out that video. I might, you know what, I'm gonna load it to Hebrews in the Hood too. I was gonna do that earlier. Like I said, I've been fumbling with this computer. I ain't know what I was doing. So they're a little ahead of me. You know, I'm kind of handicapped on it or whatever. They think they got me. But the truth of the matter is, the reason that the brother is reacting is because the cut was so devastating. So let me tell y'all. So look, right? Y'all know they put out a challenge called the Jeremiah 28 challenge. They was trying to say where it says in Jeremiah 28, 13, and 14 about the yokes. They had the yoke of iron, that was the exact same as the yoke of iron and Deuteronomy 28 and 48. And so I just like to say this. I did make an error when I kept saying Deuteronomy 28 and 42. But if you watch the video, you see I caught myself like near the end. I was like, oh dang, I was saying 42. I meant Deuteronomy 28 and 48. So I don't want nobody, but he know it. They all seen it. They must have watched it all the way through. And they knew anyway, because I put my Bible up and showed that this dude got it from a footnote in the KJV. A footnote, y'all. He did this whole deep thing off a footnote, but he made it on his video seem like he had literally went and studied and went to the etymology, and you know, like he got deep in the word yoke in the Bible, which he didn't. It was in the KJV. So now he trying to say on his show live right now, y'all, that it was a coinky dink. Oh, you know, that just proves it must have been the Lord, because I didn't know that was in the KJV. Y'all know how he talk, right? If some of y'all that know him, I know a lot of my crowd don't know who he is, but those that kind of follow the little apologetic antagonist dudes, he's one of them, right? Brother Jay, the producer, the little singer, right, who used to be with IUIC. So he over there, right? And he's like, oh, it had to be from God. And I'm sitting here, I just tuned in because somebody told me he was in his feelings too. You can see it. I cut him. So I say the Lord cut him because it was some folly he was on. And so I'm watching. I typed in over there, let him know I was watching. He know he cut. So he's trying to put more focus on the iron part now and not pay attention to the whole breakdown that I just did to show that, one, he was lying. He got it from a footnote. He's talking about I'm bearing false witness by saying he was lying like it was a coincidence. Like, come on, Joe. It ain't that many coincidences on earth, man. You know, and it's coming from the same dude who has had faulty character in the past. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm doing. And so they over there right now, they live. I think like 2 or 3 channels live right now because they got to go pick up their man. They got to throw him in the spiritual ambulance, right? He's cut up. He's a chicken nugget. His lamb's gone. So let me show you something else that I didn't show y'all because I figured that was bad enough, that the man got caught faking, and I showed what it meant. Then I used an example in Isaiah 30, Isaiah 20. But when I just went back and watched it, hold on one second. Where is you going? Yeah, pardon me, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? But when I just seen that example in Isaiah 20, right, he didn't even touch that. Like, he didn't, from what I seen, unless he doing it now, where I showed how the symbolism can be done physically by a prophet and what it means. He didn't know none of that. You know, they just Googling, they word searching, y'all. So let me show y'all something else this dude did. So I hope y'all post this if any of you guys in this group are in that Christian and Hebrew Israelite gospel group, or that Hebrew Israelite Christian, whatever, they all vocab along them groups, you know, the little Christian antagonist dudes who hate Hebrew Israelites, right? If y'all in them groups, I'm about to load this to YouTube too, and I'm gonna put it on my Hebrews in the Hood channel so it gets some real views, right? You know, I'm trying to build up my Mikael channel. I only got like 100 and some subscribers on there. You know what I'm saying? I got like, I don't know, 14, 13, some 1,500 on my Hebrews in the Hood. So what I'm gonna do is I want y'all to grab this and share this in that group. Now I'm finna embarrass him further. Because what I didn't put in there, because I figured he was dead enough, but since he over there now, I guess trying to save face. And I know his people over there, because I was typing in the chat, I know they're like, damn, we just keep taking L's, you know. With him on top of LaRon always embarrassing himself, it's like, you know, who is going to, but I will give a shout out to LaRon. G-Con, when you watch this, don't keep going hard on me, man, because I will give it to you. At least you was the only one amongst your modern day Christian homies who don't all agree, because y'all all teaching different gospels of Christ. But at least you said when you read them scriptures and So Real tried to jump up, y'all know the little super kitten, you told that little kitten, sit in your place, little kitten. This is the lions talking. Because you kept it honest. You said, man, look, we can't go against what the book say. Israel will have servants. We're not talking about chattel slavery for everybody looking. If you read this book and say that Israel don't got servants, then you are actually just being too politically correct, because Israel will have servants. You see what I'm saying? And G-Con admitted that. And you know they all upset with him too. Man, you can't no Christian say no Israelites gonna have no servants in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened. So I give him a shout out for that. But y'all still pseudo over there, and now your boy just got trumped looking at footnotes, but he act like he wasn't getting no footnotes. So I want to show y'all something else he brought up. I'm finna pull it up on my phone, because like I say, I don't know how to screen share. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? Watch this. This is what he put in the group. Matter of fact, I'm finna show y'all. I got a screenshot. Let me know. Give me a number 1 if y'all can see this clip. This is what he put up. Let me see. Okay. Can y'all see this, or is it too bright? Let me see. Okay, there you go. Let me see. Bam. Can y'all see that? Let me know if y'all can see that. But if y'all can see it, this is Brother J, the producer. This was the same day he put forth his booty Jeremiah 28 challenge that I just smashed, right? He said some other brother tried and got laced up. When I just tried, his feelings hurt though. He still lied. And I think that was like 40 hours ago. I'm exaggerating, but he hurt. So look at what it say, y'all. It says Ezekiel 30. Now you see it, it's in the Christian and Hebrew Israelite gospel discussion, right? This is one of their groups. He says, Ezekiel 30 and 26. The Lord said he would scatter the Egyptians into all nations. And then his question is, look, y'all, look. He says, how was this done? Question mark. By ships, or did they walk into all nations? Now, hold on. So y'all just saw that, right? That was Brother J, the producer. So he put up Ezekiel 30 and 26 and said, how did these Egyptians go to all nations? Was it by ships? Now, if y'all Israelites, and y'all know one of the main scriptures that any Israelite go to, right? Before even Israelites that come from before 1969, who before we had the internet. See, that's the thing. He's an internet scholar. All these cats are YouTube scholars. Like early on his thing, I whipped out this, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Books that be hard to find now. You know, like that, Joe. So big, they take up the house. Last 2 million years, right? You know, these type of books, when you start catching on, like in the early 2000s, late 90s, they start snatching them down, and it was hard to find them, or they jacked up the prices. They used to be cheap. So that's why I say you got to have real scholars around, elders and all that, a nice access to some books. Because one day, if they decide to put this internet down, all their little movement is going to be kaput, like patooey. It's going to be dead because they don't exist outside of the internet because they're lazy. The internet is everything for them, right? And so let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. So I'm going to show y'all. I showed y'all what he said. Ezekiel 30 and 26. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see everything y'all saying in the comment board. I don't know why it's doing this, but anyway. And so Ezekiel 30, 26, his question was, when the Lord said he had scattered the Egyptians, would they be by ship? So you ask yourself, like I asked him, I said, Brother J, why did you put emphasis on ships, right? Y'all know why. Because he's trying to take away from the exclusivity, if that's a word. Y'all know what I'm saying. He's trying to take away from the exclusiveness of African Americans being the only nation as a whole, like in a large mass number, that went into slavery on this. That's what he was trying to do. So that's why he brought up the shit. And I asked him, I said, Brother Jay, why did you bring it? So I'm going to show you when I asked him. Because, see, I keep everything screenshotted when I get a goofy. Like, whenever I catch a goofy. So here we go right here. Let me see. This going to trip y'all out, how this brother was ignorant, and he tried to clean stuff up when he get caught. So let me see. Where is it at? Let me get this real quick for y'all. Bear with me. Let me see. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so bam, right here. So look, right, this one brother named Chris Ransom replied exactly what I was thinking. He said, look, this was his response to Brother Jay. That was a 40-year captivity during the reign of Babylon. He says it will last 40 years, and after 40 years, he brought them back. Look at what I said under that, brother. A little history and contextual scripture would do you good, Jay. They went back. So me and this brother was on the same page, meaning that brother had studied. So I'm tripping like, how he didn't know that? And if he could say, well, that had nothing to do with it. Yes, it did, because I asked him, why did you use it? Look, his question was, if they had it throughout the world, did they use ships? As to say what? We say Deuteronomy 28 and 68 sent us through slave ships. Now let me show you how his dumbness again got him killed. Now look, y'all, let me show you something. All he had to do. Watch this, y'all. This is simple. Let me see. Look, and let me show y'all when I gave him the question. Look what it say. That's me talking to Jay. Look, that's Jay over the top of me. Right? Look what I say. I said, one question. Why did you pose the question about whether Egyptians were scattered on boats? And then look at the bottom. I said, why put focus on ships part, on the ship's part, Jay? And you know he ain't want to touch it because he knew I was on to him. Now watch this. I'm finna show y'all how if he would have just read the chapter before in Ezekiel 29, he would have never posted that. Watch this, y'all. Ezekiel chapter 29, right? Oh, this is getting worse. It's getting worse, Jay. I'm going to load this to YouTube, too. So you might as well get ready to make another live stream. You're going to be on for 14 hours, homie. So here you go. This is Ezekiel chapter 29, y'all. Watch this. It's a, okay, verse 11. It says, no foot of man shall pass through it, nor foot of beast shall pass through it, neither shall it be inhabited 40 years. This is what the book says. Look, I got an underline. Look, man. Look, I'm not making this up. Look, y'all. This getting worse and worse, man. I can't even make this stuff up, Joe. This is how sloppy their crew is. Watch this. So verse 12. And I will make the land of Egypt desolate in the midst of the countries that they are desolate. And her cities among the cities that are laid waste shall be desolate 40 years. And I will scatter Egyptians among the nations and will disperse them through the countries. Now look, yet thus saith the Lord God, at the end of 40 years, I will gather the Egyptians from people whether I scatter them. So how did he try to use Ezekiel 30, which is the next chapter? He didn't read this one. And try to say, did they go by boats? As to say two things. We could be Egyptians. He thought we were still scattered. He thought that the Egyptians were still scattered. And he was trying to say it was by boats. So he trying to say, well, you can't use that exclusive with the African Americans and Caribbeans and all those people to say that they're Israelites. But he didn't know that the scattering only lasted for 40 years. And the Lord promised to set them back in their land, and that's what he did. But let me just finish, though. This is terrible. Yet thus the Lord God, at the end of 40 years, will I gather the Egyptians from the people whether they were scattered. And I will bring them again captive unto Egypt, and will call them to return to the land of Pathros and to the land of their habitation, and they shall be their base kingdom. So what the Lord did was, after he scattered them and brought them back, you know, I think 300 AD, 600 AD, whatever. I have to get my notes out. You know, the Arab invasion came in way later, 306 AD, because this is around the time of Nebuchadnezzar. So way later, that's when the Arabs come in. And what the Lord talking about way earlier when this happened, he said, man, I'm going to put you back in, but you're going to be a base nation. He's talking to the native Egyptians, the Mizraimites, or the Kemetics, the Cometians, mean Africans, the real black Hamites. They have not ruled anything since the Lord put this decree on them. They have not. They have not ruled their own Egypt. They have, as far as being a superpower. They have not been a superpower since. And then he tell you after that, you will be a base kingdom. What do this mean? You'll never be a superpower. You'll just be average. Like nobody even really paying that much attention to you. You'll never be in world domination again. And I'm just going to read the next two verses just to end it. It says, and it shall be the basis of the kingdoms. Neither shall it exalt itself any more above the nations, for I will diminish them, and they shall no more rule over the nations. Do you see that? It says, verse 16, and it shall be no more the confidence of the house of Israel. See, that's the key reason why he really did it. It said, which will bringeth them iniquity to remembrance when they shall after them, but they shall know that I am the Lord. Y'all get it? So like it, the native Egyptians ain't running nothing no more. The only reason we know they was black in Mizraim is because we study history now, and we know how to read the Bible and know they was Hamites. But after the Arabs took over, they still didn't become, Egypt is not a superpower. You know what I'm saying? It's not a superpower like America, China, the UK, Japan, even like Pakistan or Iran. They don't have that type of, you know what I'm saying, power. So he just told, I mean, this is prophecy before your eyes, y'all. You can go back and read the history, how the Lord called it, and that's exactly what it is. So now Ishmael running, and there's still a base kingdom. But the Negroes, we don't even see them unless we looking at artifacts, picking on the wall, talking about some damn the Book of the Dead or something, or the Stele Papyrus or something like that. Y'all see what I'm saying? And so yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks, Brother Kafer. He put the link to my Hebrew. I think that's my Mikael and Mikael Israel channel. So y'all can go watch the video if y'all want to. I'm about to load this one to Hebrews in the Hood, y'all. And so to say to you, Brother Jay, you got caught again trying to use ships as to either prove our unexclusivity, exclusive. You know I ain't even gonna try that. I sound like LeBron trying to make up words. But our exclusiveness as a nation to going on boats, which we know even the Europeans, the Gentiles tell you, you can look at history. It was the most productive form of trade ever. And they still slavery right now, Africa and stuff. But you've never seen it on the scale with human trafficking like they did us, ever. It was bigger than tobacco. It was bigger than rubber. All the stuff was even produced. It was bigger than cocaine, man. Go look it up. It was the greatest crime against humanity ever. It ain't no arguably. Stop taking up for the Holocaust thing. We know that was an atrocity, but it doesn't even compare. It might have lasted 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get to all that because I don't think my video took down. You can't play with them. You know what I'm saying? The ones that say they are, they ain't nowhere near in poverty like Revelation 2:9, 3:9. Them say, you know, they ain't in tribulation. They got power. But us as a whole, we feeling it. And so you got another L, homie. Oh, and let me say one thing before I go off. I got a question for you too. Even though I say I'm done, I'm only doing this reply because I see you over there butt hurt. And I see your homies in the chat. They was kind of like, you know, the only thing I got to say is I apologize that I kept saying Deuteronomy 28:42. But I showed y'all, you know, on the book note, it was Deuteronomy 28:48. I don't know, my mouth just kept saying 42. It was, and I know why, because earlier I was reading about them trees in 42. But anyway, Deuteronomy 28:48. You got caught using the footnote, bud. So watch this, Joe. I got another one for you. Now I'm gonna leave him with a question that I'm not gonna deal with. I'm just gonna see if he deal with this with the nations. I mean with the Israelites, because I might give it to them in something simple. You know how he liked to, because he was from an Israelite camp, which I could tell he wasn't studying when he was there. So I'm gonna go to one of the favorite ones that I know they use and all Israelites use, because it's like one of our, I would say, commercial type, you know, verses that we go to, right? And this is Psalms 80. I wonder, is he gonna pay attention to this? Remember, you couldn't answer my Deuteronomy 32:26, so you snatched your video down, Jay. Remember, you snatched the video down. All y'all remember he snatched the video down, right? And seriously, he didn't know how to work equipment no more, right? Now watch this. This is gonna make it worse. Remember, Deuteronomy 32:26, y'all. It says he will cause the remembrance of them to cease from among men. They'll be scattered to the four corners. That's what the Lord said, right? Now watch this. Psalms 83. I got a question to you, Jay. I'm gonna pick it up where everybody like to read it. It says, verse 2, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna skip down to verse 4 because I want to make it I want the bada bing to stick out. So verse 4, this is what everybody read. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Now remember, in Deuteronomy 32:26, he said he would cause the remembrance of us to cease from among men, right? So this showing how those nations, meaning those people who knew who we was, the people in power, man, we gonna cut them off from being the nations. Don't nobody know who we are, especially us being the Israelites. So in Deuteronomy 32:26, it's letting you know the effect of it. The majority of the nations, the men, people, they're not, the memory of us ceased, even amongst ourselves. All remembrance of us ceased. Nobody knew who we was no more, right? We done been everything under the book. Everything but children of God, literally. So you see that. But here go the killer part. Let's scoot up to verse 3. I want you to answer this, Brother Jay. I ain't gonna respond to it. I just want to laugh at y'all trying to struggle to answer it. And vocab, you know what? Vocab, you just so much stuff about you, so Bo. You Jewish anyway, so you have an agenda. And then the dude faithful to fraud, I think he Jewish too. I ain't have proof, but he's more than likely Jewish. That's why he won't show his face, or a computer virus. So watch it. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Stop. I got to ask y'all, what does hidden ones mean, Jay? If the Israelites never lost their identity, how could they be hidden? Because I heard all y'all say that the Jewish people always knew who they was, and everybody always knew who they was. So that make them not a hidden one. They were never hidden. How can you hide something if everybody recognize who you are? You're not hidden. See, we was hidden in plain sight. You got to go see certain stuff, get certain oral stuff. You see it, like certain people knew and all that, but overall, we would never sit at the UN back then. We would never sit at the UN because we were hidden. The powers that be are the only ones who knew exactly who we was. And of course, he kept elders and stuff around every generation to know who we were. And now it's coming out because we're back surnaming ourselves. We connecting with Israelites in Africa and everywhere else. And so we're being unhidden, if you want to put it like that. So, Brother Jay, vocab, I know what y'all gonna do. Go to some extra Jewish commentary to try to find out an esoteric meaning for hidden ones, when it's exactly right there, hidden ones. So y'all just just take the L, little bro. Take the L. You need to just stick with, I think you need to pray. I think you should call them brothers. Like seriously, I don't got nothing negative to say about no camps. Them brothers is doing work. Know what I'm saying? Now, we have our times when the Israelites got to deal with this doctrine. I don't agree with all these doctrines. I never have. And y'all did not pop on the scene and make so moderate Israelites, which they stole the term. I hate I ever said it. But y'all did not make us and them start debating. Like I said, you see the books I get? We've been doing this before there was a YouTube. Y'all just found out about Hebrew Israelites 3-4 years ago. And then now all of a sudden, y'all experts. So we've been doing this. We've been having these conflicts for decades, literally. You know what I'm saying? Way before 69 too, if you want to talk about that. Because there's been fractures of Israelites for well documented over 150 years. But we know it goes all the way back. But y'all brains ain't even on that level. You feel me? So I want to say to y'all, man, Brother Jay, take your little L, little homie. You got caught using footnotes. So I ask all y'all, when y'all share these videos, y'all should say hashtag stop the footnote folly. That's what it is, for folly. If y'all ever deal, I'm gonna say this one last thing, and watch me prove it. If y'all ever deal with the so-called urban apologists, because it's actually some cool urban apologists out there, and I got a brother that's pretty well known. I'm probably finna hook up with, and he's already made it public. He don't deal with the cooning urban apologists, and yeah, I said that word because some of them cooning, not all of them. Some of them cooning, some of them just don't agree with us. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna put G-Con in that level. And people think I'm just soft to him because he was my little brother. No, it ain't that. I just know that ain't what type of dude he is. But them other cats, whoo, couple of them is just, yeah, they just like, you know, man, they are what a lot of people say they are. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't say it in certain words. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we need to revive them if we can. If not, just stop dealing with them. But Brother Jay, you took a L, another one. You're the same guy that snatched down my video. So it's like I'm becoming a nightmare. And I get it, Brother Jay. You didn't know nothing about the camps from Chicago. You didn't know about the real history of Hebrew Israelites. You only knew about IUIC. And I think IUIC first started, what, 2000, early or something. I don't know. I don't speak it. It ain't about them. Shout out to y'all brothers, too. I see y'all doing the work, you know, or whatever. But the brother only knew y'all, and he didn't know enough of it. Because I could tell. I'd be watching some of IUIC stuff, and I'd be like, how Jay know that? They didn't say that. And so I know the dude must have been like a class clown. He was one of them dudes like in school. He just sat in the back. I don't know if he was trying to talk to some ladies or fantasizing about pork chops because he wanted to go back and break the dietary law. I don't know what he had going on, but I know he was not paying attention to some of them lessons y'all was doing, except for them moons. Like he know about them moons though. That just didn't messed him up with the moons. I don't know what y'all got going on with that, but all I know is that just drove him to hell. He's been a werewolf ever since. But, brother, get yourself together, stay in your lane, study them books, man, and break away from that little racist supremacist cult that you just joined and got you fighting against your people because you look terrible and you don't even know the Bible. You got caught using footnotes, commentary. That's what all y'all do over there, commentary and footnotes. Let me see what my brother Cave just said. I'm gonna read a couple of these comments and get off. I'm gonna load it on YouTube like right now. It say it's good to have more than one channel because YouTube. Yeah, I know. Especially when I start aggravating them, Cave, they'll start flagging or whatever. Man, they definitely a distraction, but not to me no more. Like I said, man, the brother hit me up, man, in the inbox, and he was like, man, why you is. See, I'm gonna say it humbly, but y'all know we be in the community for real. Like, I don't think a couple of them cats, they go to like churches every now and then, and they got their little. I call one of 3 foot tall. I seen one of his videos. The one that talk like, well, see, what really happened was in Corinthians. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? He about this tall. And I seen him doing like some dances like a swan. I don't know what that was. I called him on something. And that just disturbed me. Because that ain't community work. Dancing, whatever that is, that's not community work, little bro. That was, I don't know if you like want to be Prince, but you tried the gospel. Anyway, but yeah, man, shalom, man. Share this. I'm finna load it to my Hebrews in the Hood channel. I'll take this down. So I'm gonna put it back up, and I want y'all to share for me, and also subscribe to my Mikael Israel channel. All right, grace and peace, y'all. Brother Jay, stop it. You got up, and then I just had to hit you with a double bubble. Hang it up, little homie. Peace. I can't turn this thing off or nothing. Let's see. There you go. Man, this damn thing is retarded.